We always hear consumers say how shady insurance companies are. But guess what? Insurance companies think that you are shady too. Hey, I'm Conticia, and welcome to Unfiltered Insurance and Adjuster Talk. If you happen to run across this channel, run across this episode, and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I know it may sound like a little number compared to the other YouTubers, but yes, I am just getting started. I'm 2.5 months old, and this will be a milestone for me to get to 1,000 subscribers. So come on, go ahead, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm coming here week after week, and I'm going to give you all the latest insurance gossip, the trends. I'm also keeping up with independent adjusters like myself because our industry is in a crisis. So I'm just trying to see how we can avert this crisis and get back to work. And I'm going to tell you something else that I noticed, ladies. When I look at my analytics, why are more men watching me than you all? Come on, ladies, give your girls some love. Y'all can come on in. I watch you guys all the time. Okay. So give your girls some love. Get me to 1,000. Please share this video and also share my YouTube channel, Unfiltered Insurance and Adjuster Talk. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to stop until you're well educated and know what's going on in this insurance industry. We're all in it. All of us have some type of insurance, whether it's health insurance, homeowners insurance, car insurance, pet insurance, dental, vision. We're all in this insurance game. We need to know how it works. And we need to understand and not be ignorant, but be educated. And this is where you're going to get your education from. So go ahead and subscribe. Get me to that 1,000. Now, back to our episode. Pretty much, these insurance companies, they say you guys are liars. You're lying. According to them, you're lying even at the beginning of getting the policy. They're pretty much saying that you're not being truthful. Now, let me just tell you one thing. The insurance industry, this is like a $2 trillion industry. And 50% of this industry is property and casualty. And according to this article I was reading, this article tells me that about $46 billion, that they're losing $46 billion to fraudulent claims each year. Now, guess who's paying the cost for those fraudulent claims? It surely is not the insurance company. That cost is passed down to the consumers. This is one of the reasons why our insurance goes up each year. That's only one reason. I feel like it goes up on its own anyways, whether it was going to be insurance fraud or not, they're going to find a way to jack it up. But this is one of the reasons that they have an excuse to jack it up, because these fraudulent claims. Now, let me tell you why they say it begins at inception of your claim. When you're on the phone with them getting the policy, or you're speaking to them, or you're online trying to get this policy. Pretty much they're saying you're misrepresenting some things. Yeah, that's what they say. You're misrepresenting whether you're in the flood zone, home safety features, those little things, driving history, medical history. When purchasing home, auto, or liability insurance, you're lying at the start to get a cheaper premium. You're not being honest. And listen, these insurance companies, they don't stop their investigation. Don't think because you got the policy that they've stopped. And I'm going to tell you why I know they didn't stop. I used to sell life insurance. I still have a health and life license. I used to sell it. And I was so happy that I sold this policy. A year and a half later, I got a chargeback. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? He lied to me and said he didn't smoke. But these people were still doing their due diligence a year and a half later and found out that he is a smoker. And what did they do? They canceled that policy and sent me a chargeback. You're talking about somebody was pissed? I didn't want to pay that back. I had already spent that money a year and a half ago. This is what I'm talking about. Just those things like that we think we're getting away with, we're not. And then in the end, somebody pays for it. So this is where they're saying that, you guys are lying at inception of the policy before it gets started. You're lying. Another area that they said that is on the rise, or they know fraud is there, Staged and exaggerated incidents. Pretty much they're saying that windshield replacements. Do you know they're starting to pinpoint where the most windshield replacement incidents are happening? What cities, what age group, what ethnic group? They are tracking this. So you want to understand they don't stop. Big Brother Insurance is all up in your business, all up in your grill. They're in the back. You know how, like they say, you know what, God is working behind the scenes? He'll show up soon. That's what these insurance companies do. They are working behind the scenes. hmm And they're waiting. But I'll tell you one thing that they're starting to do. They're starting to be upfront with what's going on. They're starting to catch you all at the beginning when you are processing claims. That's another one. These contractors, I'm an independent adjuster. And I've worked with insurance companies and I've seen those claims and those estimates that those contractors sent in. It's ridiculous. You know, especially when you get those ones, you see somebody with a tiny house and the contractor saying it's going to cost $90,000 to replace their roof. Really? And then as a consumer, you don't stop them. You know what you say? Well, I have insurance and this is what I pay it for. No. The only thing that you have done is driven up the cost of goods and services when you allow them to defraud the insurance company like that. That's why it's good to get at least 3 different estimates so you'll know what ballpark, because you're going to run up on someone who's telling the truth. You don't want someone who's going to take from the insurance company, because I'm going to tell you something. If they will take from that insurance company, they're going to take from you too. Half of the time, they don't even complete the job. And you're going to be sent up there like a taker when you could have stopped them at the beginning, when you knew they overpriced that roof or overpriced any type of service. That's a huge one in this insurance world. And when I was an adjuster, I would go toe to toe with these contractors because I knew it wasn't right. I did. But it takes guts to stand up to them, because even as a woman in that industry, they will tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna tell you something. If they talked about something on the roof that I just really didn't have any idea of, I said, let me get back with you. Oh, I'm gonna consult every resource I have to make sure I know what I'm talking about and make sure that I'm well educated on that subject. So I'm telling you guys, this is another way that fraud is happening. I'm gonna tell you another way, and you wouldn't even believe this. It's internal fraud with agents. You know, these agents will go to the most at-risk demographics, such as the elderly individuals, collect premiums through non-standard or non-electronic methods, ultimately failing to provide what was promised, selling them policies that they know was worthless, that wouldn't pay out anything, just collecting premiums to get their percentage. This is what agents are doing. So you want to make sure you get a pretty decent agent in your area. Ask people when you're getting these coverages, these insurance coverages, you want to definitely ask them about who do you trust in this area. That's going to be with a contractor as well. Don't wait till you get a storm to come through. Then you're hustling looking for a contractor. No, don't do that. Already have one in mind that's local, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, when you got a storm coming through there, you're going to have contractors from everywhere to come and get that money. And some of them, they'll take off with your first check and won't come back. That's almost half of what your insurance company has paid you. And then you're calling the insurance company crying. Do your due diligence. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. You got to get in on this. Now, I'm going to tell you something what they're doing. So you thought that these insurance companies are not going to do anything, that you're just going to keep doing this fraudulent stuff? No. They develop a system, an AI model. This is just top of the brand. It's a natural language processing system. Guess what this does? It analyzes customers' behavior through analysis of purchasers' tone. They're listening to your tone. They listening to your tone to tell whether you're lying or not. Articulation and emotions to identify in genuine conversations. Most of the time when I would know that a policyholder is lying to me because they're so erratic and they are in a hurry. They want the money now. You know what? They don't even want to go through a whole claim process. Just give me the money now. Give me $3,000 that you told me. That right there, if I pick up on it, I know AI is going to pick up on it. So with these conversations, what they're doing, AI is going to flag this, and then it is going to go through additional processing. And that is going to be with AI and a human. So what has happened, they have put together AI and a human to take care of insurance fraud. And so AI is first. And so pretty much with AI being first, they're going to catch majority of it all. Artificial intelligence is very smart. So you want to make sure that you're not lying. Be truthful. Be truthful, because in the end, we all pay. You'll be paying for your neighbors, the people that live down the streets, the ones that are just out here doing fraudulent things. We pay for that. So you definitely want to know about that. You want to understand how this fraud is working. Let me tell you something. These people have an algorithm. They have an algorithm that they have put together. They are researching all your past history, everything about you. They have a database. If you've had any type of insurance before, you are in an insurance database. Your health records in that database, your home insurance is in that database, even down to your pet insurance. It's in that database. So can we blame everything on insurance companies when things aren't going right? Can we blame them for wanting to do more due diligence? Now, one thing I can say, as a claim adjuster, I always paid what was due. You got paid. All right. That's why sometimes when I hear people say insurance don't work, I beg to differ sometimes. And I don't say that all insurance companies follow through. I believe most of these insurance companies are overworked. Their employees are overworked. This is why some consumers aren't getting a fair shake, because when they're overworked, they'll miss things. This is why AI is so important to them, because they don't want things to be missed anymore with their overworked humans. Now, I must say, this article does have a point. We all pay when fraud happens. And we can't always get mad at the insurance company. We also have to take in accountability our actions as well, especially when we get that estimate from that contractor that we know is overpriced and we're not doing anything about that. That's unacceptable. We have to stand up to them. Just like we know when our friends or families are doing insurance fraud, we got to let them know, when you commit that fraud, I'm going to have to wind up paying for it. So what we're trying to do is bring a balance here. And I don't know if that will ever happen, but according to this article, AI is going to bring a balance. And AI has the ability to deny you on the spot with all the algorithm and the natural language progression that they have here in their technology. So I say, or I ask, are all insurance companies shady? Are all consumers shady? No. But we all must work together, because we all have some type of insurance and we're going to deal with insurance. Consumers, know your policy. Don't be lazy. Go through that policy. And if you don't know your policy, find someone who can explain it to you. There are benefit counselors like I used to be. There are independent adjusters like myself that can look at that policy and tell you what it means. And if we don't know what certain areas mean, we will get back to you, because we will research and we will get our resources together, and someone will let us know what that means in your policy. Get educated. And hey, stop lying to these insurance companies so we all can have a fair chance or fair shake at getting the real rate for insurance. Until next time, take care. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers. I'll be back again. I have some more information for you. Take care.